Goodness moment coming to you from the Afrochella Music Museum. Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Drew. I'm back again with yet another episode of Moments, and you already know when I'm on your screen, I'm showing you different things to do in Accra and the whole of Ghana. Now, I'm so excited. It's the first Moments of the year, and I'm sure you can get a clue. Can you get a clue what I'm about to do today? Definitely something to do with music, definitely something to do with Ghana, definitely something to do with Africa. So what you need to do is make sure you stay tuned. Don't go anywhere because it's about to go down. Hi Khadijah, how are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to meet you, thank you. Okay, I'm finally at the Afrochella Music Museum. I've heard so much about this place. So guys, as you can tell, I'm here at the Afrochella Music Museum, and there's no way that I can come here without speaking to the very, very, very big man at the top. Guys, I'm with the one and only CEO of Afrochella, and he goes by the name of Abdul.
Pleasure to be here with you.
Hey, pleasure to be. Let me. Can I like touch you?
Of course.
Yes, guys, the anointing gonna come and flow over on me too.
We wanted to capture like what the sounds of Africa means, and Chella is a Latin word for sounds of, and we wanted to capture African sounds, so Afrochella.
Beautiful.
And that's why we decided to do that.
And I mean, it's not just music; it's creative, it's fashion, and art as well.
Yeah. So sounds vibrate through the way we eat, the way we speak, the way we listen to music, the way we wear clothes. I think all of that is vibrations that we tend to kind of try to experience through Afrochella itself. We stand on the four pillars of music, art, fashion, and food. And for us, if we can communicate through these different mechanisms, then we are able to kind of communicate what culture is.
Beautiful.
To different people. So I think it's like the first steps to kind of communicating with people about who you are, what your personality is, what you stand for, what you exist for. And that's what we're trying to capture.
Amazing. So Afrochella is what, 3-4 years old now?
Afrochella is actually 6 years old.
What?
2022.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but we've had 4 festival activations because of the pandemic.
Okay.
So this would have been the 5th one. So 2022 will be the 5th.
The 5th one. How are you feeling?
I want to say I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were times where it was tough. Like it was tough that we have to get through. But 2021 was a feel good year. Like, it was a year that we were able to kind of bring everything that we wanted to bring out to life. All of the events were pretty successful. So I think that we know that we're in the right direction.
Yeah.
We know that we're here to stay, and we know that we exist for a purpose.
Which is good. So now, I mean, Afrochella for, I guess, most people is mainly the big, event, the big festival on the one day where we get the fashion, the food, the all that stuff. But now, this year, there's been so many, last year, 2021, there's been so many different avenues, this music museum being one of them.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about how these different avenues, the different avenues that you have before we get into this one.
Absolutely. So the festival, as I mentioned, stands on our 4 pillars. And what we tried to do this year very differently than in the past was that we tried to bring out each of the pillars into its own event, just so that we can reinforce what we're trying to sell to people through our festival. So when you come to Afrochella, a lot of people may be coming simply for the music and the artists, and some people may be coming directly for the food, and some people may be coming just to kind of see what the fashion looks like.
Yeah.
Other people are art enthusiasts and they just want to experience art. So what we've been trying to do is just kind of figure out a way to bring that out of the festival so that people can have that continuity, right? Up until 2021, Afrochella was a one-day event, and the field is so big, so it's probably impossible for someone to kind of see everything.
Yeah.
So us being able to pull out those pillars and ensure that those educational points are reinforcing is something that we've been trying to do for a while. And this year we were able to do that specifically in the music space, specifically in the fashion space. And in the future, you'll see more in the music and art space as well, so that we can ensure that it's an ecosystem. And when people come out here, they'll be able to kind of engage with each point of our pillars,
which is good,
a lot more intensely outside of the festival.
So we're in the music museum right now. So talk to us a little bit about what we can experience in this music museum.
With this music museum, being that Ghana is the host country for Afrochella, we wanted to kind of highlight Ghanaian music. And I feel like online you'll hear so much about how Ghanaian music needs to do this, Ghanaian needs to do that. And we wanted to just kind of take the time to kind of give flowers to the pioneers and explore the history. I think for a lot of us that grow up knowing our parents are from Ghana or being from Ghana, we enjoy certain things that are joyful to us. Like, I love Kojerji's music. I love that old school music, and we all do. But I think that we don't kind of celebrate it in the way that we should. And that speaks to all of our cultural things. And what we wanted to do this year with this museum was just kind of bring out that history, understand where we came from. Why does Ghanaian music sound the way it does today? What did it sound like before independence? What did it sound like during independence? What are all the things that change the direction of our sound, and where can we go from here? And I think that that's what we've been able to explore through this museum. And that's what we wanted to do, just kind of create an experience that people can come in and actually know Ghanaian music. Not just kind of like know the sound.
Or the popular songs.
Popular songs, but actually know what has influenced Ghanaian music over time.
Which has been great. So is this museum going to stay here like for good, or is it just a pop-up?
So what we are trying to do is just kind of figure out how we can explore this museum experience throughout the year. Right now, we're figuring out as we go. Right? So we knew we wanted to do this museum for like 2 years now, but now that we have it and people really enjoyed it, it's about figuring out what does it look like in 2020, what does it look like in 2023, what avenues of music can we explore. Right now we're exploring Ghanaian music history through Colonial period, through the present. I mean, maybe next year we might explore a different avenue of the music. We may have some live experiences in here for people to be able to enjoy, and that's the joy of us having this museum.
Love it. All right, so what can we expect for Afrochella in this year, 2022, and the next 5 years? Because I know that Afrochella is here to stay, guys. It's not going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere. It's a wrap.
It's not going anywhere.
I mean, well, this year we are going to explore the option of 2 days.
Okay, 2 days, nice. Oh, guys, you're getting the filler, like the exclusive. Come on.
So we're exploring the option of 2 days and what that looks like. I think that when it comes to production, we do put a lot of effort in there, and it's only right that the artists and the people that bring out the installations have an opportunity to kind of get people to experience every aspect of it. Also, we just have so many acts on stage now. It just makes more sense for us to break it up, give people an option to.
So, like the lineup for last year. Yo, if you missed it, shame on you. But like some of the artists, like, how are you gonna get Ari Lennox? Like, that was amazing. You guys.
Thank you so much. So, I mean, we're going to explore the option of 2 days. We will have a lot more activations. This year we did music. We had Fashion Night Out, which was another amazing event. We're going to bring both of those back. We're going to explore our opportunity as well, see what we can do in art. We did something this year that was very small and pop-up, but we want to kind of expand and blow it up and see what we can do there. And then also food. I think Ghanaian food, African food itself, I think we don't do a good job at like celebrating. We all love jollof, we all love watching, there's all jokes about it, fufu on Sundays. But I think kind of exploring food and its essence and what it means to our countries and what it means to countries surrounding us. And why does our food look so similar to Nigerian food? Why does it look so similar to Senegalese food? And what does that mean for us as a people? And I think that is something that we want to explore as well.
Amazing. Do you know what? I can sit here and talk to Mr. Abdul for ages, but I'm going to have a conversation off camera, and you might see me hosting the next Afrochella. He said it. The CEO has said it. Thank you. So it's done, still delivered, guys. Miss Drew's going to be doing stuff with Afrochella this year. I'm excited. Thank you so much. We're going to do more checking out of the museum. So guys, don't go anywhere.
we opened it in December.
Okay.
Yes.
For Afrochella This, guys, look, the beginning. We're about to start the tour. Stay tuned. Not even stay tuned. Let's focus. All right, cool.
Okay.
So let's go.
So the Music Museum really is just to tell the journey of Ghanaian music from pre-colonial days till now.
Wow.
So each room touches on the different eras and the different times.
Okay.
And the different types of music of the time.
So how many rooms do you have?
We have we have 4 rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this is colonial time. So before Independence Day.
Before Independence.
Ooh, okay.
So colonial times, you'd find that the British and the Portuguese brought the brass band.
Oh, wow.
Yes, of music.
Okay.
So that was the kind of music that was being played during the time. So we had the likes of King Bruce, that started also his own band, Kwame Asare. They were also in the band, and they found a way to inculcate the Ghanaian style of music.
I love that.
With the European style of
So
music.
the drums, the hand drums plus the bass guitars or the trumpets. I
all
like
of
that.
So
Oh, wow.
a lot of music that was like that, and there was a lot of bands during that time.
This
the
is
music
really
was
good.
very flourishing. The industry was growing. And it was in different parts of the country.
Oh, wow.
So you'd go to Cape Coast, there'll be a band, and they used to do a lot of live shows and live events.
I guess that's why Ghana loves live
band. And then from there we went to the Nkrumah era, which was the independence era.
Nice.
And the good thing about the Nkrumah era was that Kwame Nkrumah was very invested in music. It was actually very invested in arts and culture. To be precise. So he was very invested in music. He supported a lot of the music bands, and he used it as a medium to propagate his Pan-Africanism. You understand? That's what media is. Music is a part of media.
It's
right?
true. It's true.
We're going to be able to use that to tell people our stories, tell people where we want to get to, tell people who we are. So in that time we had the likes of Jerry Hansen and the Rubble Band. Still, the Rambler Band is still in existence.
Wow.
Just different people
they're in different bands.
It's the same band, the Ramblers Band.
With just different names.
Just different people playing the same band.
Oh, wow, I see.
And then we have
Daughters of Glorious Sisters and the Tego Sisters.
Yes.
Whoa.
And then we had E.T. Mensah as well during the Nkrumah era. Then we have the post-Nkrumah era, which is the military era. Unfortunately, during that time, there was a lot of ban on the importation of some of the equipment. There was not so much support for the music, and the music became almost redundant. But the good thing about that time also was that the gospel music filled that space. Because with gospel music, they didn't have taxes, they still played in church, so there was no restrictions. And remember that during the military era, we also had a lot of curfews. So going out at night and enjoying music was very limited. The gospel music greats actually kept the music alive. And
that's
also
beautiful.
kept parts of the music,
We love
elements
that.
of the music alive.
See, you can't keep God quiet.
Yes,
I love that.
But because of that, also we had a lot of high life musicians traveling outside
To other countries.
So that's how we have the likes of George Darko, the likes of Ebo Taylor. All these guys made a lot of big name and big noise outside the country. Even though CB says was created outside. So our music, our high life music was able to travel, even though because of what was happening here, they weren't able to grow here, but they were able to travel
and spread the Ghanaian music in other countries. That's amazing. Lovely. Okay.
Modern era really is like late 90s going on. So you'd find, so we have Ben Bracco, who just at the end of it, so in the 1987, thereabout, that's when he got some of his biggest hits. And then we go into the 90s. So we have a bridge here. So in the 90s, before the 90s come in, we have the likes of Daddy Lumba, right? And Daddy Lumba made music that transcended.
Yes.
Right? And he allowed the likes of Reggie Rockstone to also come in. So there's that bridge.
Paved the way,
and we call Reggie Rockstone that bridge because in that time there was High Life, and then Reggie Rockstone introduced or gave the name to hiplife, because there's also that controversy that Jedube Ambule was the one who started hiplife, but at that time it hadn't been named.
Yes.
But Reggie was the one who came and named it.
From
and made
High
it
Life to hiplife. Okay. Oh, this is real history, guys.
So from that era, we've had the likes of Hammer, who was very instrumental in the 90s and early 20s, just the sound of the music. So Hammer is a producer of the last two.
Yeah.
So with him, we had Obrafour, we had Sarkodie, who's still very relevant today. And he was able to help bring that sound of the music that we have today.
Yeah.
Terry Bunchaka, God bless his soul, was also very influential in the industry. And we can't forget the women. So Abrewanana, Miss Bell.
Miss Bell, I be 16.
Right, exactly. So the likes of Miss Bell.
Wow.
So people like Miss Bell, we're able to have Afias and have the Jackies, because
it's true.
People like Miss Bell decided to be in that fight with the men.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have the collectives. We can't forget the collectives, the likes of Skillions, Native Funk Lords. So these are different musicians that came together to bring together their music talent and made awesome music.
I love it.
Then we have other groups such as Achiame,
of course, Kalkesi Edem.
And all these Kalkesi Edem were also with Hammer.
Okay.
So we had some of the greatest music coming out of that Hammer camp.
Beautiful.
Then obviously in the late 90s, right even into now, we have Castro, Oforian Ponsa, Wuta, R2B's EL, into the era
present
that we are
day
in now. So present day music.
Oh,
so
I love this, guys. This is really good.
12 to Afrobeat. So these are just a few of the guys that are making waves in Afrobeat.
So can you guys see how like the name changed from what? Before Hiplife, High Life to Hiplife to now Afrobeat.
Yes.
Okay, I'm loving this.
And that doesn't say that, I mean, all these music still exists, right? So we still have artists that are doing High Life and doing it very well, doing Hiplife and doing it very well. And now we have Afrobeat. So the likes of Kim Promise, Kiddy, Kwame Eugene are the ones leading in that space of Afrobeat, young Afrobeat popping.
Yes.
And we can't talk about Ghanaian music, especially in the last 20 years or 15 years without talking about Afro dancehall.
Of course, Afro reggae dancehall.
Exactly, and then we have like Rocky Dawoni, who has been nominated for 2 Grammys, only Ghanaian musician. So we can't talk about Ghanaian music without talking about Rocky Dawoni. And then we have the likes of Samini, who paved the way for Shatawale and Stonebwoy. And it's a genre that is dominant in the Ghanaian space. And then we'll come to this room.
Before we get into that though, I hope you guys are noticing that in every single room there was a listen here. So you have the opportunity, if you've never listened to the Afrobeats music or any of these sounds before, when obviously it's open properly, you guys have the opportunity to listen to each of these different types of music. I mean, this museum is really giving you guys a real taste, sense and feel of Ghana and Ghanaian music.
So our last room, which we call the alternative room, and we call it alternative because it's a mixture of different music.
Yes, not as popular.
And different sounds that are coming out of the space. So we started with someone like Kina Yusoba, who had done very well in his space. Put together, he has his own instrument, so it's alternative, it's different, but it's still accepted and still kind of popular. Then we have Panji, who's a producer in that space, and he has been producing for years for musicians in that space. Manifest, Kofi Jamal, who is a trap musician, Sherry Fagonu, there are Saka Boys, who in the past 2 years or so have made Comerican and Ghana trap music very popular.
Yes, Walasi, he's really good.
Exactly. We have the likes of Ifia, Amare. I mean, Amare has had like a Billboard
nominations,
Billboard music last year, right? So she's doing extremely well and putting that Ghana flag out there. And then we have these young boys that are doing amazingly well. We have Black Sharif.
Yalto,
They're so young. They're doing so well. So the sky is the limit for Ghanaian music because at this stage and at this age, they're doing so well. So we don't know wherever the music.
You don't even know they're doing. I mean, Wiala, she does amazing music. She's known outside of Ghana, and there are a lot of Ghanaian artists that are known outside of Ghana that, I mean, unfortunately aren't celebrated as much in Ghana because, like you said, they're not the popular tones, they're alternative music. But still, Ghana music is not just Afrobeats, guys. It is so many different forms, so many different variations. Sometimes you might even be listening to a song and not even realizing that the artist is Ghanaian. So we have our fingers in so many pies and so many countries and so many forms, and I'm proud to be Ghanaian. It is really like an amazing thing. There's so much talent. Like you said, I do not know where Ghana music is gonna go in the next 5-10 years, but so far at the speed that we're going, sky's the limit. Fantastic tour out here at the Afrochella Music Museum. Don't look at my screen. I'm about to listen to some alternative music, get my groove on, so that means the party's over. I'll see you guys same time, same place, next time. That was Moments with the girl Misery. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel as well, okay? Misery TV.